Stop what you're doing, because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you used to.
Wow. Okay, that's quite an opening line, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It just grabs you right away. It's like a declaration of intent, something different is coming.
Totally disruptive. And that disruption, that's exactly what we're going to unpack today. We're doing a deep dive into just one source, the actual lyrics for the Humpty Dance.
Yep, specifically from Digital Underground's album Sex Packets, which came out in 1990. By looking only at the words on the page, so to speak, we can really focus.
Right. So our mission here is to dig into these lyrics, understand this persona they create, the dance itself that's described, and really figure out what the text tells us made this whole thing stand out.
Exactly. Just the lyrics, what story do they tell?
Okay, let's jump in. Verse 1 starts with that challenge we mentioned. Who's actually doing the ruining?
Well, the persona steps right up. After that line, we get, "My name is Humpty," pronounced with a umpty. It's kind of whimsical, right? Almost like a character name. Yeah, it feels really playful, almost silly. But then, straight after that pronunciation bit, the lyrics shift, don't they? Yo, ladies, oh, how I like to hump thee.
And then immediately pivots again. And to the fellas, I get greater kicks from when you bump me. It's this weird mix.
It is. Silly name, then suggestive, then kind of playful competition. It's a lot right away.
It really establishes this character, Humpty Hump, as someone who just doesn't fit neatly into any box. He's funny, he's got swagger, he's unique, and he knows people might see him as odd.
Oh, yeah, I look funny, but, yo, I'm making money. He puts it right out there. No apologies.
Owns it completely. And then there's that Hunky Dumpty reference.
Right. Just like Humpty Dumpty, you're going to fall when the stereos pump me. How do you read that?
Well, it's clever, isn't it? Normally, Humpty Dumpty's the one who falls and breaks, but here the lyrics flip it. You are the fragile one, the listener, maybe other artists, and his music, his presence, is what makes you fall apart. It takes that symbol of being easily broken and kind of turns it into a boast about his own impact. It's a neat lyrical trick.
That's a really interesting take. Taking vulnerability and making it his strength. And the lyrics just keep adding these super random details. Lumpy oatmeal, crackers, and licorice.
Yeah, seems random, but think about what it does. Why put that in a rap song? It makes him seem normal, but in a really specific, kind of quirky way. Not polished,
More real,
Right.
maybe, in an oddball sense.
Exactly. It's not about being cool. It's about being him, lumps and all. It reinforces that this character is comfortable just being weird.
And then there are those lines that definitely push boundaries, like the fat girl bit. Hey, you fat girl, come here, you're ticklish. Yeah, I called you fat. Look at me, I'm skinny. It never stopped me from getting busy. That's jarring to read.
It is jarring, and I think the lyrics know they are. It's provocative. It sort of leans into being impolite, maybe, by immediately pointing out his own physique. Look at me, I'm skinny. It seems like the lyric is trying to frame it as, I don't know, acknowledging nonconformity on both sides.
Like we're both outside the norm, so let's just say it.
Kinda, yeah. It's definitely challenging, but it fits that opening promise to ruin the image. This character doesn't really seem to filter himself based on the text.
And speaking of unfiltered, probably the most famous detail, I once got busy in a Burger King bathroom.
Yes, that line. Why does everyone remember that line?
It's just so specific and completely unglamorous.
Exactly. A Burger King bathroom is like the opposite of romantic or cool. Putting the getting busy there just cements this idea that the persona doesn't care about appearances. He finds his moments wherever.
Yeah.
It's not just a throwaway line. It's like a lyrical shorthand for his whole vibe. Unpolished, maybe a bit grubby, but authentic in his own way.
Okay, so verse 1 really builds this complex, kind of awkward but super confident character. The groundwork is definitely laid. Then the chorus shifts the focus, right, to the dance itself.
Yep. The chorus is the main event, the invitation. The Humpty Dance is your chance to do the hump. Simple, direct call to action.
And the lyrics even signal, okay, instructions coming up now.
That breakdown part. Oh, yeah, that's the break, y'all. And then let me tell you a little bit about this dance. It's real easy to do. It's like the song pauses itself to teach you.
In the instructions,
Yeah.
there's something else. First, I limped to the side like my leg was broken. I mean, seriously.
Right. Mimicking an injury, not exactly ballet, is it?
Not at all. Then it's shaking and twitching, kind of like I was smoking. And the real gem, it's supposed to look like a fit or a convulsion. The lyrics are telling you to look like something's wrong.
It's totally subversive. Dance is usually about control, grace, looking good. But the lyrics here, they describe movements linked to distress, lack of control. It's celebrating the awkward, the uncontrolled.
There's that line comparing it to MC Hammer on crack, too. Obviously, strong language, but what's the lyrical point there?
Well, based purely on the text, MC Hammer represented like peak popular dance skill at the time, athletic, precise. So contrasting the Humpty Dance with that, plus the hyperbole of on crack, just exaggerates how wild and not like conventional dancing it's supposed to look. It's saying, this ain't smooth, folks. It's chaotic.
It really doubles down on the not looking good aspect.
Completely. And then you get those key lines that sort of sum up the whole philosophy of the dance.
No two people will do it the same. Y'all got it down when you appear to be in pain.
Boom. Right there. That's the core idea, I think. It throws out the need for skill or uniformity. Individuality is paramount. No two people the same. And the measure of success. Not looking cool, but looking like you're struggling, like you're in pain.
So, succeeding by looking like you're failing. That's kind of profound, hidden in this funny song lyric.
It really is. It flips the script on what doing it right means. Success isn't polish. It's like the authenticity of the awkward effort. It's permission to look ridiculous, to not worry about judgment.
Which ties back to verse 2, actually, before we even get the full dance breakdown. The lyrics circle back to the haters, the doubters.
Spot on. Verse 2 revisits that external view. People say, yo, Humpty, you're really funny looking, just like he admitted himself earlier.
Right.
But the response, total confidence. That's all right, because I get things cooking. He hears the criticism, acknowledges it, and just points to his results. The success, the adoration, all the girls, they adore me. That's his answer.
And a big part of that verse is about his nose. My nose is big. Big like a pickle. Again, super specific, maybe something someone would be sensitive about.
But he doesn't hide it. He owns it. And lyrically, he connects it directly to his success. Still getting paid, even more directly. I get laid by the ladies. My nose is large.
So the lyrics aren't just saying he succeeds despite looking different.
It kind of implies it might even be part of why he succeeds. By linking that specific unconventional feature to getting paid and getting laid, the lyrics are basically defying beauty standards. They're saying authenticity, even the awkward parts, is the appeal. It's another way the text pushes back against conformity.
Finding power in what makes you unique, even if it's a big nose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's that little aside in verse 2 as well, the reference to another song.
Oh, yeah. I sang on Do Hoochie Like, and if you missed it, I'm the one who said just grab them in the biscuits.
Right. Just a little bit of lyrical cross-referencing within the Sex Packets album. It connects Humpty Hump to the wider digital underground world, adds a layer for fans who know the other tracks, builds that universe.
Okay, so we have the persona, awkward, confident, owning it. We have the dance celebrating imperfection. We have the defiance of critics. What about the end? The invitation seems to widen out.
It does. Towards the end, you get those call-outs. Black people do the Humpty Hump. White people do the Humpty Hump. Puerto Ricans do the Humpty Hump. Samoans do the Humpty Hump.
So even though the persona is so specific and individual, the dance itself, according to the lyrics, is for absolutely everyone.
That seems to be the message. And the line, anyone can play this game, really nails it. What's the entry requirement? Not skill, not looks, not background, just willingness.
Willingness to look awkward.
Pretty much. Willingness to participate, embrace the weirdness, make it your own, because no two people will do it the same. The inclusivity comes from the lack of standards. If the goal is just to be yourself and look kind of funny doing it, then yeah, anyone can play. It's an invite to just let loose together.
All right, so let's try and wrap this up. We've gone through the persona, the dance, the defiance, the inclusivity, all just from the lyrics. What are the key takeaways here?
I think the lyrics really craft this unforgettable character, Humpty Hump, who's all about embracing his quirks, his perceived flaws, and finding massive confidence and success because of them, not despite them. It's a powerful statement on authenticity.
Yeah, and the dance itself is like the physical manifestation of that idea. It's okay to be awkward. It's okay to not be perfect. Just do your own thing.
Exactly. The core message bubbling up from the text seems to be about finding your power outside the usual boxes. Own who you are, even the funny-looking parts. Don't take yourself too seriously. That's where the success and connection lie, according to these lyrics.
It's a lot packed into one song's text. Makes you think, doesn't it? How does a song championing awkwardness end up resonating so much? What does that say about, wanting to be yourself?
And maybe one final thought to leave you with. If the lyrics say, you've got it down when you appear to be in pain, what does that suggest? Does it mean finding freedom requires pushing through discomfort? Or maybe that authentic expression isn't always smooth and easy, that maybe embracing the pain, the awkwardness, the effort, the vulnerability is actually where the real liberation is found, far away from trying to look perfect.
Definitely something to chew on. Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the words of the Humpty Dance.